Yes, today we'll have a brief introduction to the topic feminism, the feminist theory. So, first of all, let's see the definition of feminism. Feminist theory, it is a major branch within sociology that shifts its assumptions, analytic lens, and topical focus away from the male viewpoint and experience toward that of women. In doing so, feminist theory shines a light on social problems, trends, and issues that are otherwise overlooked or misidentified by the historically dominant male perspective within social theory. So, what is a feminist theory? It is really simple. It's just that from ages back, we have had this perspective, or our viewpoint was from a male perspective. Okay, from that, there gradually appears a shift and it comes to a female perspective, or the viewpoint changes to that of women. This is called feminist theory. And the advocacy of women's rights and equality based on the belief in social, political, and economic equality of the sex. That is, it doesn't mean to demean men or the male society, but it means providing equal opportunity in cases of social, political, and economy for both the sexes, and or rather for all sexes. And now let's see which are the key focus in feminism. Within feminist theory, the key areas of focus it includes the first one is discrimination and exclusion on the basis of sex and gender. On the basis of sex and gender, women or some class are being discriminated. So this come under the key focus of feminist theory. The second is objectification. Based on the gender and sex, people are being objectified. So this comes under this is a key focus of feminist theory. And the next one is the structural and economic inequality. The next one is power and oppression, how the people are oppressed and how the power structures influences. And the finally the gender roles and stereotypes comes under or these come under the key area of focus of feminist theory. And now you'll have to understand some major keywords related to feminism or feminist theory. The first one you'll have to know is patriarchy. This might be a term you have heard a lot of times in your daily lives. You might have seen stories or posts related to this topic, patriarchy. And now, what is patriarchy? A social system where men hold primary power and dominate in roles of political leadership, moral authority, social privilege, and control of property. In all these cases, there is the primary power or the domination is for the male. So, this is called patriarchy, where there is a male domination. And now, what and what is sex? So these two terms, you'll have to know the difference between these two terms. Gender is a socially constructed role. Gender means a socially constructed roles, behaviors, activities that are assigned to men and women. And what is sex? These are the biological differences. So there is a difference between gender and sex. That is, gender is socially constructed, but sex is not like that. And this is yet another very important term, intersectionality. Intersectionality in feminism. What does it mean? It refers to the recognition and examination of how various social categories, such as gender, race, class, sexual orientation, and more, intersect and interact, leading to unique and complex systems of discrimination or privilege. So, based on there is in feminism, while we study the feminist theory, we can understand that it is not just based on the sex or gender that women are being discriminated or these people are being discriminated. Several other categories, these social categories, come as an influencing factor for this discrimination. So, that factors, which are those factors? It might be gender, it might be race or class or sexual orientation or anything else. So these all contribute to this discrimination. And this study of how these factors influence feminism is called intersectionality. And this is a term coined by Kimberly Crenshaw. And intersectionality is a term coined by Kimberly Crenshaw. And this emphasizes that individuals may experience oppression or privilege not just based on a single identity but through the convergence of multiple social factors. That is, as we said earlier, if we take the case of patriarchy, this patriarchy, the people who exploit or they who enjoy the pleasures of this patriarchy, they do not have this privilege just based on their single identity as a man, but rather many other social factors contribute to it. And the same way, in case of female or the women or the other genders, they do not face this discrimination just based on their sexual identity, but rather several other factors influence this. And now, the next one, for example, here we give an example for this intersectionality. A woman's experience of discrimination is not solely defined by her gender. So, just her gender is not the thing that discriminates her, but also it might be influenced by her race, socioeconomic status, and other intersecting factors. So, intersectional feminism seeks to address these interconnected layers of identity to create a more nuanced understanding of social inequalities and work towards a more inclusive and equitable society. So, these are the major concepts you'll have to know while learning the basics of feminism. So this is just a beginning, a short introduction for this. I hope you have understood this. And let me tell once again, definition. We learned the definition, and then the key areas of focus, then patriarchy, gender and sex, and intersectionality. So these are the major concepts we have learned in this class. So thank you.